Hi everyone, it's Kevin from Magpie's YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today's video will be reviewing our round 11 win against North Melbourne in Sir Douglas Nichols round. If you are a team Kevin from Magpies, welcome, like, comment, share. If you're new to the channel, watching this for the first time, like, comment, share, and subscribe. We won by 45 points, 15-18, 108 to 99-63. Look, there's a lot of things going on before the game actually started. We had 9 of the best 23 of our premiership players out as well. That's with someone with experience, like Dan McStay's experience that didn't play in the premiership and that sort of thing as well. But we also had Bobby Hill out with personal reasons. I hope everything's alright with him. And also the fact is, Scott Pennebury was out injured, was sick during the week as well. So he couldn't play, and Markov came in, and so did Will Parker as well. But having said that too, Will Hayes came in for still side bottom, so he was managed and was actually smart. And then Brad Maynard obviously hurt his plantar fear. He's done 2 to 6 weeks, I believe, and this is the type of hopefully that it isn't that bad, but we can just manage him carefully and make sure that we can get him right. And it just shows you the mentality of the boys are just to really try and play your brand of football, but also the next person comes in, plays their role, and I think that is such a superb effort from the boys as well. And I think when you look at the game in general, like 45 points, I probably, thought, or maybe it could have been, roughly about the same, and then be about 30 points, 20 points with Pendles out. But having said that too, I think we did a really good job in knowing what we had to do. So 2-5-17 to 139 in the first quarter. Look, honestly, I thought that we kicked inaccurately so badly, and it's just the way that it felt like. And it felt like, okay, well, we're in front. We just had to push on a little bit further. And then 2 goals to 4 in the second quarter to 5 goals to 3. That was the main difference in the end going into the second quarter. But it wasn't like they dominated, like kicking 3 or 4 goals in a row. Eventually we had momentum, and they could really put us away in a certain extent. And then they kick 2-2-14 to 3-8, at least 3-8, 24, and it's amazing on how that can come out as well, and knowing that we're in front in particular. And then the last quarter, 1-1-7 to really 8-1, so that just shows you 8-1-49 in particular. Like, that was incredible last quarter. And have done a match day vlog, we'll definitely get that out for you guys as well, so it's mainly more important. But obviously it just shows you like on the wins that we've had, and it needs to be spoken about. Clearly that's the way that we go about it on the channel. Like, clearly that's what we need to do, and I'm really looking forward to a wonderful thing, like on what's going to happen. But before I go into like any stats, also I just want to go through the full timeline as well. So without further ado, this is how it starts. Now, I rushed behind North Melbourne, then Brad Maynard went off with the foot injury and didn't take further parts, so I had no idea with that. I rushed behind the Collingwood. Tim Embry missed, but then he also kicked the goal in the square as well. Larky missed, and Sherry kicked the goal as well. And then I rushed behind to Collingwood. So that was our second rush behind. Brody Mychek missed, which probably could have kicked, to be honest. Paul Curtis missed, plus a rush behind, and Jamie Allett kicking the first goal. His first to really end call time sign. Just like, okay, well, it's all a matter of time when we're going to really play well and be that consistent as well. Larky kicked his first goal. Well done, Billy Frampton, to keeping him to one goal. It's a great effort. Lachlan Sullivan, great snap around the body, kicked the goal. Sohar kicked the goal as well. Rush behind, Jeremy Elliott kicked 2 goals. And then a goal to Constanti, Harry Perman missed, Darcy Cameron missed. Again, just got to kick those opportunities as well. Finbar Melee missed as well, and Luke Parker missed. And then obviously a rush behind. Joe Simpkin kicking the goal as well. Will Hoskin Elliott missing as well. Brody Marchik did go off the ground just before halftime. And Paul Curtis kicking the goal on the halftime sign to really put them in front as well. And then obviously Brody Marchik came out in the second half and he kicked his first, start the third quarter. Jamie Allett kicked his first. Rush behind. Another rush behind as well. So we'll absolutely dominate. Zoho went off the ground with the injury, but I'm pretty sure he came back on. And then, obviously, Brody Marchek missed his second opportunity again, which opportunities go begging. Dylan Stevens missed. Jamie Allett kicked a great goal, kicking his fourth. And then Tom Power kicking the goal and Zohar kicking his second. And Sullivan missing as well. A rush behind. Another rush behind. And Brody Marchek kicking his third behind as well. And Tim Membry kicking his second behind. And Justin Kemp missing as well, which helped out before, obviously, 3/4 time. And then in the last quarter, this is where we went nuts. Jamie Allett kicking 5, again, good. Jack Crisp kicking a goal. Yeah, good on the running shots as well. Tim Embry kicking his second. Jack Crisp missed as well. Alec Markov kicked the goal after a beautiful pass by Jack Crisp as well. Harry Perman kicked his first. Great left foot kick as well. Will Hoskinella kicked his first. Tom Powell missed. And also Zohar kicked his third goal. And so did Tim Membry. He kicked 3 goals too as well. And Brody Marchek kicking his second before the last quarter. And that really gave us a really handy lead as well. There were a lot to like. I think the positives to me, and people will say Ned Long, 29 disposals. What can you say? Like, he had 14 tackles, 2 marks. You had Nick Dacos, 38 disposals, 16 marks, 4 tackles as well. It was always good. Jack Crisp having really another great game as well. He had 16. Josh Dacos had 31 as well. Quainer had 23. Jamie Allett kicking 5. So, these sorts of guys that would be in the votes. And Allen, I thought he played well. 24 disposals. They marked 8 tackles as well. Tim Embry kicking 3 as well, which is always, comes in handy. I don't know who will be in the votes for that. Brody Marchek kicking 2 goals 3, which is really, should have kicked more. But apart from that, I think it was a really good performance as well. Just for the stats as well, so 371 disposals to 346, 241 kicks to 194, 152 handballs to 130, 58 inside 50s to 48, 73% to 69% disposal efficiency, goal efficiency 25% from 15 goals, 58 from 58 inside 50s compared to 18%, 9 goals from 48 inside 50s, free kick count 17 to 15. He'd have to say dominated. A lot of people will say that they did dominate, and 34-29 plus 5 in that, and then plus 7 in the clearances, 44 to 37. Centre clearances 12 to 11, great, but stoppage clearances 33 to 25, and then obviously the contested possessions 145 to 118, 227 to 220 uncontested possessions, 61 to 49, 48 intercepts 61%, timing possession in the match 41 to 40%, 48% to 31% this quarter, and then obviously in the last 10 minutes 30% to 22% as well. They took 115 marks. We didn't do too much with these marks as well, so it probably helps out a fair bit to 76. 13 to 9 marks inside 50 as well, 15 to 6 contested marks as well. We hit the post once, 3 to the right and 6 to the left, and 8 rush behinds. And North Melbourne hit the post twice, 1 on each left and right post, and then 3 to the left and 2 to the right, and 2 rush behinds as well. 90 to 48 in tackles, 20 to 10 tackles in the 450, 6 to 5 in the bounces, 1% is 54 to 52, and then 69 to 64 within the interchange as well. So you use the interchange less on top of that. Look, again, there were lots of look, the negatives were our goal kicking a little bit, and at times it definitely felt frustrating enough that we should have kicked those opportunities when we had the chance, and that was the only thing that let us down in the end. The second quarter in particular, I thought, look, I don't mind if we come out responding, but we probably just needed to restrict North Melbourne a little bit less than that as well. But the positive signs that we played 3.5 quarters, and I thought our third quarters were probably our best quarters, but we did kick inaccurately as well. So it does show on that, knowing that we restricted North Melbourne to 63 points. It's always a positive, and in the last quarter is also a positive when we came out and played really, really well. So I'm really looking forward to that type of game against the Hawks on Friday night. Should be an interesting contest as well. How do I rate this game out of 10? Jesus, this is going to be hard. I'm going to say 8.5 out of 10 purely based on, well, we had our chances. But yes, I think in terms of the way that we played, had we kicked a little bit more accurately, we probably would have won by a lot more than that as well, especially in that first half. And a few rush behinds. Now to the Cavs Magpies votes. Now this one is going to be tricky to do. One vote, I think this has to go to a player that has played really, really consistent footy, and that is Ned Long. I think 29 disposals, 14 tackles, really does deserve, at least one vote in my opinion. 2 votes is Jamie Elliott. I think that was a perfect sign for him, where he performed really, really well. And then 3 votes, Nick Dacos as well. I always thought that was a good game that he played. I hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to drop a like, also drop a sub. Bye for now.